All right, hello people. Well, this is kind of planned today. So Cowboys are at halftime. You got nothing else to do, so I'm bringing something to you today. All right. So today is, if you did not know, it is Save Your Health Sunday, and today on this edition of Save Your Health Sunday, from the Health Engineer during the Dallas Cowboys halftime, consider this your halftime show. I might even break out and dance for you. I don't know. Just some karaoke. I will enjoy a tasty drink with you, by the way. Drink to your health, people, by the way. Drink to the good stuff. So, I pose the question. Will you die for it, or will you live for it? And yes, I am going to go on a diatribe today. That's right, a diatribe today. Some people do diatribes. I'm going to do a diatribe, okay? Because, well, summer's about over, all right? On the 23rd of this month, he's gone, okay? I know that he's still going to be here. I know. But what happens as soon as the summer's over? You have fad diets coming at you for the fall, okay? Diets, okay? That's die with a T, all right? Diets. That's why I'm asking, will you die for it, or are you going to live for it, okay? So, if you didn't know, there's like 500 diets out there, okay? Count them up. But there's about 100 of them that you kind of know about that revolve around, okay? There's like 500 diets. It's ridiculous, man. But here's why. There's, a couple 100 million of us on the planet. We're not all the same. Everybody's going to have some dietary needs throughout their lifetime. That's why there are different dietary theories out there and different dietary processes out there, okay? Because for different points in your life and for different goals and for different people with different genetic needs and with different allergens, allergic reactions, stuff like that, which do change, by the way, throughout your lifetime. But you have to mix it up. You have to change it up a little bit. You can't have chicken and rice every day. Who wants to do that? I don't even want to do that. I'm very robotic about my diets, but I'm French, so I like to cook. That's some really tasty chicken and rice. By the way, look back at all my food posts from a couple of years ago when I was like chefing it up, right? I don't chef it up as much right now. It's just me. I go basic. So anyway, so here's the thing. You're gonna have 10 million diets out there, and notice what you're not hearing a whole lot about these days. I know it's still out there, but like Weight Watchers has gotten in on it. Okay, so keto. If you haven't noticed, the keto thing's starting to trickle down a little bit. Okay, it's hit its critical mass, and it's starting to come down. There's something new on the way. Don't worry, it's coming. You'll start seeing some new stuff coming up this fall. In January, there's gonna be a whole brand new thing. It's just gonna be smack right in your face every day, and you're not gonna be able to get away from it. It's just gonna be right here. This is what you need. It's gonna make you thin. It's gonna make you healthy. Seriously, they're gonna be throwing at you like that. And you're like dodging it. Okay. So here's some reality for you, okay, on the whole diet thing, okay? And I did pose the question, are you going to die for it, or are you going to live for it? And here's why, okay? Most diets are essentially, you're trying to starve your way to health with most of them, okay? Seriously, it's a starvation strategy, okay? Look at all the fasting stuff that's going on. Fasting is getting really, really popular, right? I'm sure most everybody's heard about intermittent fasting at this point, all right? You sleep every night, people. I know. There's tons of studies coming out about it. It's good for this, good for that. Okay. There's studies that say everything is good. Seriously, you can make a study show anything looks good and beneficial. I know somebody's going to get on here. It's the one thing that you got to do. Seriously, people, chill. We've been talking about intermittent fasting and calorie reduction for decades, okay? How do you think the zone diet got started, other than the 40-30-30 thing, okay? But it was about calorie restriction, all right? And that's what you're somewhat kind of doing with that, but throughout the day you're doing restricting calories for a certain effect, okay? I get it. I know. I hear you. I read the research too, man. I've been reading it for decades, okay? Um, but so here's the thing that you look at look at here. Okay, if you're doing the starvation strategy, it's going to be very, very short term, and for better or worse, sometimes the worst, it's going to make you even more short term. Okay, because you can't starve your way to health. You can't. It is impossible to starve your way to health. You can't do it. Okay, it's like dehydrating yourself to health. Somebody's going to throw that one out there. Believe me, it's probably out there already. There's an air diet, if you didn't know. There's a sun diet, which means I'm just going to lay out. I'm going to get all my nutrients from the sun because we're sun-born creatures, and we're getting all the photons. Dude, you need some protein and fat and carbs and micronutrients, stuff like that your body can't produce. So here's the thing. There are things that you have to take into your body that your body cannot produce. Your body has to take these things, break them apart, break them down, and then take them to build other things up. All right? It's a big tear down, build up process within your body. Every day. Okay? Now, if you've been over-intaking, okay, which means you've actually been dying for it in another respect, because if you did not know this, and shed a little light on this for you, the reason why a lot of people overeat, and I know there's some mental health issues here and all that stuff, but one of the things that happens if you're eating food that is not nutritionally dense, okay, it doesn't have all the micronutrients that you need. Well, guess what? You have to eat more and 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 more of it to get these micronutrients that your body's looking for. Okay? Seriously, you're going to take in a lot of macros to get these little micros that just aren't there in abundance. All right? So whenever you hear people talk about nutrient-dense food, which is the best thing to look at, all right, is nutrient density. How many nutrients, how much nutrition is in this thing that I'm putting in my body? I mean, real nutrition. I'm not talking about fats, proteins, carbs, all that stuff right now. Okay? Those, if you don't have the macros don't matter. Period. I'm going to say it again. If the micros aren't there, the macros don't matter. Period. Big, big period right there, okay? Why? Because you got to have the micros to use all the macros. Seriously. Think about it this way. You've got bricks. You build a house with it. Is that house going to stand up for very long? No. You know why? You don't have any mortar between those bricks. That's right. You need mortar in between those bricks. Those bricks are the fats and the carbs and the protein that you're taking in. Everybody talks about all the macros. You fit your macros. Great. Fit your macros in there. All right? If you got no micros to hold them together, you're going to fall apart. You're going to be dying for it. Every keto diet, high protein diet, or high carb diet, or whatever diet you're going to do. I told you I'm going to go in the diet tribe today. Soapbox is here. I'm sitting on the soapbox today. I'm not standing on it. But that's it, people. You got to start looking at the small stuff that puts everything together that your body actually uses from a cellular process to make things happen. Because if they ain't there, all this other stuff doesn't matter. Period. It doesn't. Okay? And then once you got that lined out, then we start looking at the macros. And the macros come down to, yeah, you got some genetic variation there on what your body's going to be better at burning. Okay? Some of this comes down to the macros too. All right? And then you got, well, what are your goals? What do you want to do? That comes into it because you're going to need certain types of energy substrates to make certain things happen. If you have a certain goal, you're going to need to eat in a certain respect to do that. Okay? Within whatever genetic parameters and your blood type parameters and all that stuff is, because there's a whole. Dude, you want to talk about some science? It's huge. Okay, huge amount of science on what goes into that. It's some of us kind of guessing, but I hate guessing about this stuff. So anybody come see me, if you want to dive deep on it, you better get ready to dive deep. We're going to dive deep on that, and yes, we're going to be looking at everything. I mean, everything. It's not going to be like, oh, here's my 20-day diet plan. Here, eat this. You're going to look great. Yeah, you might look great in 20 days, and you're going to feel like hell. Why? Because you've been dying for it. I want you to live for it. I want to put some things on your plate that are going to make you live better. You're going to look better and feel better. Yes, it will take a little bit longer. Yes, the process will be maybe a little bit laborious at times. However, the goal is to have something that you can do every day for the rest of your life that's going to help stay in life for longer and longer and longer, better and better and better. Which would you rather have? Some crazy crash diet where you're going to look somewhat better and feel like hell in a couple of weeks? Or would you like a much more simplified diet based around you that's going to have you looking and feeling better the rest of your life? I'm just asking. Most people take this one over here. You know why? Because it's quick. It's get fit quick. It's a get fit quick scheme, people. You lose in the end every time with your money, because you're going to lose money on it. Why? Because you have to keep on doing it over and over and over again. Why? Because you'll lose the 20, you'll pick up 30. I see it happen. Okay? And you lose your health too. Why? Because you've been starving yourself. And then, well, that thing's done. I don't have to do this diet anymore. I'm done with that thing. And what happens? Oh, hey, it's fall. We got festivities. We got pumpkin spice, everything. And then, well, in January, you have really bad hindsight. I know. I'm going to keep doing the hindsight joke because it's hilarious. It works in two ways, people. Just look behind you, right? So there's my diatribe for the day for Savory Health Sunday. So you can either go over here and die for it, or you can live for it. It's the question. You have to answer it for yourself. And yes, every day you do. Because some days you're going to be less good. Some days you'll be more good. It's balance, people. It's life. Try to have more good and less bad, okay? Try to keep it like this, okay? That's all you can do. Because, you know, I myself will imbibe in a cookie or two here and there every once in a while in the fall time. Why? Because there's good stuff out there, man. That's why I do this. It's a really cool thing. I'm going to let you know a little secret, okay? Shh, don't tell them. If you come in and do this all the time, you get to do that other stuff. And guess what? You get to enjoy it. Oh my God. I said that you get to enjoy it and eat it up. And then you get to come in here and then it fuels your progress instead of, oh, I got to work that off. Oh God, I got to work. No. Don't do the cheat days, by the way, people. Do not do cheat days. Don't cheat on yourself. No. Have fuel up days. Fuel that progress. Think about the workouts that are coming up and fuel those with a fueling day, okay, a feeding day. Think of it that way. If you have a goal feeding day, I'm going to feed myself some extra so I can push more. Mind games, head games, people. That's where it's at. This way, you enjoy it. Okay? There's meaning behind it. There's no stress. That's the cool thing. You eliminate the whole stress thing. So all those stress hormones that make you hold all that stuff. Guess what happens? They go away. Why? Because you're eating that thing thinking, oh man, you know what this just did? This put 10 pounds on my next squat workout. And what's that 10 pounds you're going to do in your next squat workout? Well, you're going to work harder. And then your body has to work harder just to recover from that workout. So all those calories just didn't really matter now, did they? Other than the fact they got you to work hard. And then you lose some extra body fat. You put on some extra muscle. And you look better. And you move better. Okay, there's that. I'm sure the Cowboys are about to come on. So that is Savory Health Sunday. If you enjoyed it, please share this thing out there. Share it out there. I'm telling you, it's going to get crazy the rest of the year. And January, oh man, get ready. January is going to be zeroing it out to you. Every diet out there. Oh, eat this, eat that, and give me your money. I know. Too much caffeine today? I don't know. No, here's what it was. Today was Sunday sprint day. And after I do some sprints, I feel really good. Come do some sprints. You'll feel better. If your body's made to do those. Some people aren't. There you go. But if you enjoyed this, please share it out there. And as always, do something good for yourself every day so you can do great things for other people every day, because that's why we're here. Join me back here tomorrow for Tomorrow's going to be Mindset Monday instead of the usual, well, the usual Motivation Monday. Well, it'll be motivating. But it's going to be Mindset Monday. All about mindset. And yeah, I'm going to be mentioning somebody on that one. I'm going to throw a little offer out there to everybody tomorrow. So that's right. I'm baiting you right now. There's going to be an offer. You come back tomorrow, I get an offer. But wait, there's more. All right. I know. Sprints, man, sprints. They get me wound up. All right.